Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into Walt Disney. I mean, the animator, producer, voice actor, entrepreneur, a huge legacy.
Really is massive.
And our mission isn't just, listing his hits. We want to pull out the methods, the lessons from his career, especially how those early struggles really shaped him.
Exactly. And what's fascinating really is when you look at that foundation, the groundwork for this giant company we know now.
Yeah.
It was built on, well, incredible personal discipline, but also a string of pretty tough setbacks.
Right, like his origins.
Yeah.
You mentioned Marceline, Missouri, getting paid to draw a horse.
That's it. His first paying gig.
Yeah.
But even before that, or around then, you see this theme of just relentless, exhausting effort.
That paper route, right? The Kansas City Star and Times?
For 6 years, starting at 4:30 in the morning.
Wow. I mean, no wonder his grades weren't great. He must have been exhausted.
Completely. But he kept at it. It's like this early lesson in pure grind. But the key thing is, unlike maybe some entrepreneurs today, he didn't just quit when things got tough later.
Ah, okay. So that built resilience.
Totally. Because failure definitely came. His first studio, Laugh-O-Gram, it went bankrupt in 1923.
Right, I read that. And he was young, only 21.
Yep. Packed up, moved to California right after that whole thing collapsed.
Yeah.
And interestingly, he was hoping to direct live-action films, not animation.
Huh. So animation wasn't even the first plan.
Not initially, no. But that massive early failure, financially and professionally, it arguably gave him the toughness he needed later when the stakes got much, much higher.
Okay, so failure forged him. But what about the achievements, the big risks that actually paid off? We all know Mickey Mouse, 1928. That was with his brother Roy, right? Disney Brothers Studio.
Correct. But he didn't just stop there. The real key, I think, was his willingness to embrace and honestly bet massive amounts of money on new, expensive, unproven technology.
Ah, the tech edge.
Exactly. He saw innovation wasn't just about drawing better. It was about using the latest tools to create something, an experience, nobody else could copy.
So we're talking things like synchronized sound. Steamboat Willie.
That was huge, 1928. Then pushing for full-color Technicolor, remember Flowers and Trees? Won an Oscar for that?
Right, the 3-strip Technicolor. And wasn't there something called a multiplane camera?
Yes. Developed that for creating a real sense of depth in animation. Incredible innovation.
Which all leads up to the biggest gamble.
Snow White. Oh, yeah. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Took 4 years. People in the industry literally called it Disney's folly.
Because the budget just ballooned.
Exploded. Went to like $1.5 million. That was 3 times the original estimate. I mean, think about convincing your brother, the money guy, to keep funding something that's 300% over budget.
That's not just innovation. That's some serious belief and persuasion skills.
Immense conviction. But it paid off, right? Became the most successful sound film up to that point.
But beyond just the money and tech, what was the lesson he took from it?
Story.
Yeah.
He realized, fundamentally, that lasting success wasn't just about flashy tech. It was about telling, quote, emotionally gripping stories.
Ah. So that's why he set up a separate story department. Kept it apart from the animators.
Precisely. Structure the work to protect the core product, the story. That's a huge lesson for any business, really.
Makes sense. And that focus on story allowed him to diversify later on, after World War II.
Yeah, absolutely. He expanded into live action, features like Mary Poppins, which did incredibly well, won 5 Oscars, and television too, Walt Disney's Disneyland, the Mickey Mouse Club.
Which helped fund the next big dream.
Disneyland, opened in '55. Inspired by places like Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen, it shows how you build a legacy, right? Multiple streams of value, always expanding.
Okay, let's shift to the man himself. There's this contrast, isn't there, between the public persona and the private person?
Definitely. Publicly, he cultivated this warm, outgoing, almost avuncular image. Everyone's favorite uncle.
But privately?
Sources say he was actually quite shy, insecure even, but incredibly driven. That public face was very intentional, very much part of building the brand.
And that drive translated into incredibly high standards for his staff.
Oh, exceptionally high. There's that famous anecdote. Apparently, the highest praise you could get from Walt, the absolute best compliment for your work, was him just saying, very matter-of-factly, that'll work.
Wow. Just that'll work.
Yeah. The lesson there isn't maybe about being harsh, but about having objective standards for quality. It was about the outcome, the final product meeting his vision.
And those outcomes led to, 26 Academy Awards out of 59 nominations?
An absolutely staggering record. Still holds it. Unmatched, really, in film history.
So looking at the end, his final vision, It wasn't quite finished, was it?
No, and that's me the most thought-provoking part. He died before Disney World in Florida was fully realized, particularly EPCOT.
The experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Exactly. And his description of it is key. He said it would be a city that would, quote, never be completed, but will always be introducing and testing and demonstrating new materials and systems.
A city designed to be forever
A
unfinished.
living laboratory.
What a concept to leave us with. Building systems, not just finished products, an empire designed for perpetual evolution. So the question for you listening is, what does it mean to build something today that's fundamentally designed to keep changing, to keep iterating? That might be the real lesson for tomorrow.